The K-pop industry can be full of color and spectacular moves, but it can also be surrounded by the critical eye of the public. When we talk about girl group idols, one of their main concerns is their body. Whether we like it or not, they are constantly criticized by how they look. The comments in many occasions are directed to the same qualities that for many others can be the main trait of why they are considered unique. Having a different type of body shouldn't be condemned, as we have said many times. Each kind of body has their own unique quality and allure. Considering the different KB body types and their characteristics, let's see how netizens are completely wrong for body shaming idols, and how those same traits that are sometimes criticized are actually what make idols beautiful and attractive in their own way. KB body types is a classification which tries to show that every kind of body has their fortes and weaknesses, but when stylized correctly, every type of body can stand out and show their beauty and allure. This is the reason why I will base the video on KB and the classification of the idols we have so far. Hope you like it, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. We will start with idols that have been criticized for their shortness, petite physicality, and round and soft features. IU, Taeyeon, and Irene have all been body shamed. The most common comments talk about them having a chutting body type, or a little kid body look. This notion can also be accompanied with the mention of their short height and a tendency to having soft and round lines. All of these characteristics are actually some of the main indicators of them having a soft gamine or gamine body type, and also part of their identity and appeal. While it's true that gamine body types can look petite and childlike, their characteristics also make them look more doll-like, feminine, and young. When stylized using these traits to their advantage, they can achieve a very appealing look that is not possible for many other body types. For example, IU's look during her acting role in Hotel de Luna. For many other body types, this kind of dresses and clothes will have been difficult to show off, but for her, they are perfect. They can also pull off quite a range of ornaments and flowy details, as you can see in many occasions with Irene. And another quality that many people would really like is to be able to look young for a long time. Taeyeon is an ideal example of that. Now, for a second group of idols that have been body shamed, we have Tiffany and Jennie. Tiffany of Girls' Generation was once criticized for not having a very defined body figure, and her somehow petite and compact physique just contributed to her looking more square, and sometimes not as skinny as other idols with different body types. In the case of Jennie, she has been criticized for using pads in her hips to add a more defined figure to her body, and also for her visible weight fluctuations. Their body type is flamboyant gamine, and just like Express, they can have a bit of a straight and compact body frame. This is because they have more angularity than the other gamine types, but this also makes it even more versatile and unique. Flamboyant gamines can pull off a diverse amount of styles and look edgy while still having really doll-like or youthful essence. They are the best of both worlds in a sense. And probably the best example of this is Jennie. She can look sexy or cute, chic or feminine. With the correct clothes, their figure is accentuated, and it doesn't have to be one style only. You can see that Tiffany can look very different with just a few changes. It can be a different hair color or clothes that look more feminine or more girl crush. They are chameleons in a way. The next group of idols have also been criticized for not looking as skinny and maybe having some thickness in some part of their limbs. In the case of soft naturals, which muscles are more prominent and they have a tendency to having softness and round lines, this is expected. Jihyo, Ningning, Omji, and Ailey are all part of this body type, and they all have been body shamed for looking fat or not as thin as other members or idols. The prominent shoulders also contribute to them looking a bit more bulky or wide. However, this body type is one of the closest to having a pure hourglass figure. They are really curvy, and their muscles get defined easily. If a girl idol is to have great waist measurements, abs, defined and curvy figure, and look quite athletic, that would most certainly be a soft natural type. And we have all seen it. While at first Jihyo and Omji were criticized for their body, later on they were clearly praised. Ningning was also recently body shamed and called fat, but in reality, I can see that her body has quite a lot of curves and strength, and she doesn't need to look thinner, and it is not fair to compare her to other member body types. Everyone has their fortes and weaknesses, and for soft naturals, I would say many girls will be envious of having that kind of body. There are two types of kiwi body types that have also been body shamed. mainly because the body structure is wider and bigger than that of other members. We have Joy from Red Velvet and Hwayeon from A-Pink being dramatic classic, and Jonghyun from Twice and Asha from Everglow being flamboyant naturals. Their bodies are a bit big and wide naturally, and for dramatic classics, any gain in weight is noticeable as they tend to lose their figure definition easily. For flamboyant naturals, their prominent shoulders and overall tendency to muscularity can make them look wider, especially when compared with people that are petite or simply have less muscular mass. However, both body types are known for being really appealing and sexy. Flamboyant naturals are the classic model body type, and dramatic classics can look really proportionate, and their long lengths make them look even more stylized. They tend to look quite sexy with the right clothes. For example, the Queen of Sexiness in Korea is a dramatic classic. Both body types are gorgeous, and they shouldn't be compared with people that have very different body frames. I'm talking about comparing unusual body forms with the average Korean lean and somehow petite body in most women. We have to talk about the icon of breaking beauty standards and creating her own, Hwasa. Her body type is closer to a romantic. Some would even say that she's a soft dramatic for her voluptuous figure. However, given her small vertical line and the several angular features she has, I classify her as a theatrical romantic. In any case, it is true that she possesses characteristics that are not that common in Korea. And no matter what people say about her physical appearance, she's a clear example of knowing how to use your appeal and traits to your benefit. The combination of both soft and round lines with angularity in her face makes her look exotic and sexy. Body shaming or not, the important thing is for idols to be happy with their own bodies and express that message, just like Hwasa. There are so many other things to say against the body shaming in the K-pop industry, and I hope with using Kibi, I could communicate better the importance of appreciating each body type. Of course, I didn't cover all 13 body types. That video would have been too long. I chose to talk about these body types mainly because they have the clearer examples of idols being body shamed because of the same characteristics that makes their body attractive and beautiful. It is not okay to be criticized for having a different body type. Everyone has its strengths and weaknesses, and all of them can look beautiful. I work really hard to bring you these new topics, and hopefully they can show you to appreciate everyone's differences and understand that everyone is beautiful in their own way. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.